Libra Venus, this is your love and relationship reading for the month of March 2026 or whenever you see it. Feel unloved and lone wolf. All right, this is a singles reading, honey. This is a singles reading. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. The lone wolf. Are you really a loner or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Okay. I like how this card keeps coming up at the top every time I shuffle. It's my card that I ripped in half, the Ace of Pentacles. Something to offer. All right. Let's see what's you got going on. I don't know why the fuck I said that. Let's see, that's the Chariot or Strength card. And then we've got the Hangman. Oh my god. And the Devil card. Big fucking cards. This is a big situation for you, a big transitional period for you. There's a lot of growth potential. It's also the when you get major cards in tarot, it's that things are already in motion based on past actions. So like it's just time to deal with the cards that were dealt, literally. So we've got Strength. Let me double check and make sure that's Strength. It's been a while since I've worked with these cards and they're not always congruent in the way that I would like. Strength. Yes. Okay. Trust yourself. Okay, straight. So you're showing up that you have built a level of patience and fortitude. You have a new perspective. You've done the introspective work. You've looked at all the ways that you operate internally and done the soul searching. But what else do you have? The Devil, a repeated pattern that has stuck around. That is the focus right now. The most relevant person to Libra Venus. The Nine of Cups, the dream, the wish, the fantasy. Three of Swords, the ex, the one that got away. Or was it? Could also be how to keep from separating from them. Like you keep, okay, yeah. The negative emotional messaging. I'll never get my dream person because they will always leave me, or I can't keep them around, or they'll hurt me. Okay. So this is between you and the hypothetical in this reading. All right. Sex issues too, I got, but we'll get to that. All right, so what's the major issue here for Libra Venus in this reading? Page of Swords. It's the way you think, my dear, about relationships and irreconcilable differences with the Lovers reversed. All right, we're going to get some fucking work done today. I can just feel it. What do you want in your subconscious? Because I know consciously you can say, I just want this person, that person, they look like this, it's fucking Harry Styles, whatever. What does your subconscious expect? Interesting. You expect someone to be... We got two different court cards here, so these represent people. You expect a person who is very strong in their truth. They're highly logical, very smart. It's their way or the highway a little bit. You may also expect yourself to be that person in the relationship as well, where it's like, I know my truth. I know what I want. I stand on business. I've got good boundaries. I understand myself. So, okay, that's you. And you expect subconsciously the people that you get into relationships with to be a King of Wands reverse. This is someone who throws around authority without having earned it. Someone who's dominating and domineering. They don't have time for others. They don't want to lead others. They don't want to teach anyone. They don't want to protect anyone. They aren't sensitive to others' needs. All right. So does this sound like an ex or someone that you've dealt with in the past? This is kind of where your subconscious is at. You expect the people that you date to turn out like this. Mini narcissists. Just egoistic, self-absorbed, Burger King, gotta have it my way types. Fire types too. Four of Wands reversed. That you'll never get that far with them. It's like you're protective of your home and your safety and your security there. Like they're not, you're you're believing that you're not going to be able to find someone that's worth moving in with, if I want to put it that way. World reverse just fell out. So you're not putting yourself out there anymore. The lone wolf. Feeling unloved. But you have everything that you need here with the Magician. All right. What are your fears? Actually, okay, let's go to this. A person who would be a good match for you, what would they be looking for in a relationship? Ten of Swords reversed. Someone who can be self-deprecating and have a sense of humor about themselves. Someone who isn't just going to walk away at the first sign of trouble either. And someone who will make sacrifices for them, for others, for the relationship. Seven of Cups reversed. They know what they want. Do you know what you want? You know? Is this an idealization living in fantasy, or do you really know what you want? Because your subconscious is expecting something far different than what I'm sure your conscious mind wants. And we'll get into that. Actually, let's get into that now. The subconscious thinking of this domineering child man or woman person, unsupportive, Three of Cups reversed, gossiping, shisty, go behind your back kind of person, talk behind your back for sure. Damn, I'm almost at like a blockade there. I can't think. Either you've thought too much or you've thought too much about who your ideal person is. I don't think you've left enough space for someone to surprise you. What are you afraid of? Libra Venus. Major change. Right? Receiving a message that you can't compete, you don't measure up, you're not being heard or listened to, your opinions aren't valid, and that you'll have to defend yourself against that, where Nine of Swords reversed, to protect your peace and clean up, to go back to the drawing board. So then there's this chain reaction that goes back to the devil, the thing that keeps happening over and over again. You're afraid of the other shoe dropping in a relationship. You're just waiting for them to tell you that you're not worthy and that they don't think your opinions or your self-worth or your beauty or attractiveness even is valuable. And then thereby you have to throw up your defenses and throw up your wall, and then it's all just like, then the chain reaction happens of getting yourself out of there to protect yourself. Are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? The Lone Wolf card. You've been you're just waiting. And I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. You've had somebody probably do that to you at least once in the past. How would this person that would be ideal for you? Lovers, yes. Six of Swords reversed. They're not going to run from you. They're going to run towards you. They'll get into the down and dirty shit with you. Why? What character quality? Seven of Pentacles reversed. They're not analyzing the relationship over and over again to see if they could do better. This is the reverse of the grass is greener card. How will you know them? Four of Cups. They've also been hurt in the past. They've also been hurt in the past, and their standards are reasonably high. Not too high for you, my dear, but they have standards. Moderate, temperance. Nothing too much. They'll have a couple drinks. They're not going to get wasted, but they're also not going to drag you to AA. They have something to offer. They make an offer. A tangible one. Eight of Swords. They are stuck in a situation of their own making. So I'm asking, how are you going to know them? This is a person that's been hurt before. They're relatively moderate in their dress, their speech, their behavior, and their actions. They're going to make you a physical offer, like give you a gift, bring you roses, offer to pay for dinner, offer a loan even, maybe on the outside chance. They offer you something tangible that you can hold. You'll know them because they're kind of in a trapped situation of their own doing. And they got there because they were afraid of something. With the moon. And they didn't really know where to go. There was some lies. Maybe they were lied to. But because they were afraid, they didn't move on. So, like, if I was going to talk about a person like this, it would be someone who, like, is at the end of a relationship, just got out of one. Maybe they're even still in one where the person's already lied to them. They've already betrayed them in some way. And they're afraid to leave because it means going into the unknown. It doesn't really matter why or what for. That's for you to figure out when you're in a relationship with this person and not me. This is your reading. But that's how you would know them. Okay? A good match for you. Six of Swords reversed. They'll stand by you through thick and thin. They've stood by a person who wasn't worth standing by, so they'll stand by you. When you meet a person that's like this, that's having trouble leaving a bad relationship where the person's already showed them who they are because they're afraid of the uncertainty, that same character is also the one that will stand by someone through difficulty, which is what you're looking for, who will put up with imperfection and someone being willful, which is how you show up with that Queen of Swords. You are willful. You know what you know, and you've done the work too, so I'm not about to tell you anything. You're not looking for someone who's just cavalier, devil may care, will drop someone at the fucking drop of a hat. You're looking for someone who sticks around even when they probably shouldn't. Because that means that they're going to stick around by you. And you're going to do them better, aren't you? So that's that interesting thing about people, is that people are on like this polarity wavelength. You know, the same person who would stand by an abuser when healed is the same person who would stick with through thick and thin and not look outside the relationship with someone who treated them well when healed. Okay? These are the character essence of what you're looking for, this person. What are you learning about this month, my Libras? Your own fears. The lone wolf. You've been afraid of what? This right here. The person that you're going after is just an egoist. They're self-absorbed. They're fucking totally in love with themselves, and they don't give a fuck about other people. Seriousness. Your unwillingness to take a risk too. Overly cautious. And that's what you're learning about, those qualities. They're both majors too. This is big. You can make a fucking huge change and break this devil cycle. All you have to do is step out of your comfort zone. You've done the work here. I can see it. You've done the work that no matter how someone tries to tell you something about yourself, you know that they're fucking... Who knows why they did it? Who gives a fuck? You have everything you've shown me. You throw up defenses. You extricate yourself from the situation because it's not worth the destruction of your peace. You move on to something better because you need to clean up your life and you make a fresh start. You're back to the drawing board. You've shown me you have the fucking ability to get out when some things go bad. So then what fucking person could possibly fuck you up at this point? You've healed it. Okay, let's say that someone else just like these pieces of shit that you've dated in the past comes back. And yeah, that's fucking annoying and you deserve better. But what can they really do? The Tower reversed at the base of the deck. You've built a strong foundation for your own protection and self-love. That's what you've been doing all this time. So even if you're protected, even if you are protected, that's how you can step out with courage and start dating again and go after the people that actually have the character qualities that you're looking for, that would stand by you and wouldn't do this bullshit to you and aren't this fucking asshole over here. What do you need to release by the end of March for your best interest? The way that you've built yourself up financially and pragmatically to be self-sufficient, wonderful, by the way. But it's also caused a way where you're not being seen and you're not putting yourself out there or even on a pedestal so that others would like notice your presence. The lightning bolt. The lightning bolt. Okay. Another aspect of this is you may have felt the lightning bolt with some of these assholes before, but it was karmic. I can see that by all these fucking major cards. You fucking passed the test. The last one that you need to pass is when you feel the lightning bolt again, it does not mean that they have the right character qualities. It means that there is something about that person that you can learn from, but it doesn't mean you need to rush headlong into the relationship. It's a recognition for you, but no certainty of truth. Cherry at the base. You have the control over the situation and resolve it, but you've got to start looking for this type of person. Not the person that saunters in all fucking full of themselves. I know that has a charm about it. But it always leads to them doing whatever the fuck they want and running roughshod over your life and treating you poorly. You're looking for the person who is loyal to a fault. Libra Venus, let's get a clarifying love situation card for you here. Leadership's lure. Bitch, what'd I say? This is why you keep going after the wrong people. Dominant in spirit, fueled by pride, yet true control lies in wisdom's embrace. Like, this person is such a better match for you, but they are not dominant. They are not prideful. They are humble and compassionate and sweet, and they are loyal. Open hearts and vulnerability. We talk and reveal, forging deeper connections through honesty. That's what it will look like. In vulnerability, having a deep conversation about this with this person, about what they've been through and are going through, about the way that they stayed with someone that wasn't right for them. 1919, I just saw. That's where your person, this is what you're looking for. This is a person that won't betray you. This is a dream that you were hoping you could get, okay? It's not going to be perfect. I think you're wise enough at this point to know that. But it sure as shit is not going to be this devil cycle. Angels, give us a card for Libra Venus to send them off. Sorry, I pushed that one back in. I'll take another. You might have turned one of these types away already because they didn't have that dominant machismo or you know, like in your face sexuality or like super passionate or super outgoing. But they might have been a really good option for you. But anyway, clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Just a little bit of advice there from Spirit. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. That will endear you a lot to this person with the open hearts card for sure. They'll know that they have a like-mindedness in you. Because if you're showing up to me as a Queen of Swords doesn't always do that. She's capable. Or he, if you're male, it's okay. Generalities here. But they don't look that way on first blush. They look like someone who is just smart and witty and quick with it. And they are also kind of pragmatic. And show your vulnerable side. Talk about what you've been through with this person. If they're willing to share, do the same in kind. And they'll know that you're a safe space as well. And that there's a lot of kinship there. Which that goes back to the Lover's card. Irreconcilable differences. I've been through some shit. I've worked on myself. You're an egomaniac, whatever. You have a shared path and vision with a person who has been through things like you have. They're coming at it from an emotional place. You're coming at it from a logical place. And that's where you have the Lover's card at its best, is two different people with different viewpoints, looking at it from different perspectives at the same thing. The shared vision, the shared goal. Hell yeah, that was a quick one. Short and simple. Libra Venus, I hope that was helpful to you. Please give me a like and subscribe. It'd help me so much. I also had the rising sign readings. If you haven't checked those out yet, go see your rising sign. Go check it out. Take care of yourself this month. You're doing great. I don't have anything else to say. You know, you already know. If you know, you know. Take care. Bye.